start streaming. Okay, sending data. Okay, so that's what the live window looks like right there. Okay, you're in the picture. Okay, Twitch is online.
Nobody cares. Now you're on camera.
YouTube is showing online, but I'm not seeing the picture.
It's live.
YouTube's online now. The problem is I don't know how to get onto the chat. See? Wave to chat.
What?
What? He can see you. At least now I know the sound works. You want to sit there? Sure. Okay. You want to sit over there? Okay. Sit over there and be quiet. Okay. Stop. Okay, start recording. Okay, this is really gonna be funky. Okay, so I have to keep it on this window or else I can't see what I'm doing. Alright. So how's it going there, Chad? Welcome to the stream. And welcome everyone else to the stream. We're doing Langrisser mobile, so again this time around you're actually doing Langrisser today, so this is a neat little bit, so okay, so first thing we're gonna do is should we take care of business first, or should we play a little bit of Langrisser first? Who knows? Oh, okay, you just got back in. Yeah, well, yeah. I decided to get, the good thing I decided to start the streams early today, so it's good. And oh, happy birthday, Jacqueline! Should we sing happy birthday to her? It's embarrassing. Everyone all online knows. Oh, Jacqueline, it's your birthday! Happy birthday to you. Okay, indeed. All right, so so we can see that this is where my characters are. Oops. Oh, my blue thing, my blue stacks just crashed. Okay. This of all the of Android emulators, I think this one's probably the least. Well, I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say it's gonna be the least stable, but it by itself, it's a pretty good Android emulator. So for anyone who's looking to play online or mobile games on a PC platform, this is a pretty good program. I have to say, it runs fairly well. It's a little bit slow, but again, I think it's just because my computer's a bit slow, so that's no big deal. My only big issue I have with it is it doesn't play nicely with other applications. So if you're trying to run, even some things like even sometimes when I run like iTunes or in the background, or sometimes when I do run a browser or something, sometimes it's really dives and crashes and does strange stuff. Okay, so it's not the I said sometimes it doesn't play very nicely. So this is my first time I'm gonna give this a shot, because I've not tried to do two things at once on the same thing. But give it a try, see what happens. If it worst thing can happen, because of course is it just doesn't work, right? So yeah, so now I've one of the things that again I started doing is I started moving everything away. What, they have a Saint Seiya role-playing game? Really? Okay. No, this is sort of one of these things that I was putting together an episode about anime games, and all of a sudden I'm looking at your choices, and it's like, what? They have oops. Okay, so let's boot up the Langrisser app here. They have a Saint Seiya role-playing game. That's kind of cool. Not that it should really matter, because I should I've already got Langrisser to deal with. I don't need another game that I need to worry about. All right, so just about ready to restart up here. Yeah, it's on the shelf over there. Kids. You think that you'll all be excited to be on the stream, yeah? Maybe not so much. But yeah, I managed to do a level of the Macross strategy game recently, and the thing just crashed again. Man, those things are really the docket there. And well, let's go on to the desktop here. Again, those pesky yellow guys have taken over my gym. So the first order of business, let's get rid of them. Okay, so here we go. Let's start attack run on these guys and boot them out. Of course, I know that many of you probably haven't known already, or Pokemon Go has now released Generation 5. Okay, so some new Pokemon from Generation 5 are now showing up on the map. The big new pull, of course, is that they now have a shiny Mewtwo showing up on the raids. So I think one of these days when I have to go up there and go do raids there, you might want to go out and try to catch yourself one of those shiny Mewtwo's. Or if you haven't ever done those EX raids, this is another opportunity to go get a Mewtwo. All right, so first attack on the Blissey is done. Starting wave 2 over here. Started run on that one. Okay. The Metagross is done. The Blissey is down. Nope, this one just crashed. That's no good. Stupid Samsung. Alright. Let's start a second one. I won't build a second wave of thing for that, because that went bobo. Okay. Moving this ahead here. Alright. Okay, so he finishes the guard. This is the two following. Go. Alright, taking that down. Yeah, the resolution on the camera is actually fairly good. I mean, it's, you know, usually when you try to pick up video off of a screen, sometimes the reflection and stuff is so bad that you can't actually see very clearly what it is. But I notice that even on this screen over here, it's still pretty clear. Anyway, so let's switch over to take down that. Okay, he's down. The Guardiwar's down. We're all starting to gang up on the Aron here, and then we're going to go and take down that Chauncey. Aron's down. Finish the chance here. Chauncey's down. Okay. See, that's what happens. I didn't finish the Chauncey fast enough. So let's create that here. Attack. Dun dun dun. Alright. Taking that down. Alright, there you go. Attack run is done. Hooray. Okay, now plant some guys into the gym quickly here. Let's see, let's put the Snorlax in, we'll put the Dragonite in, and we'll put this Helmet's in. Cool. Oh yeah, we might not have that one. That's an A23, so we might have to buy we'll have to go out and buy one of those.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. Yep, that's fine. We'll buy another one. Yeah. All right. Looks like our garage door opener doesn't have enough batteries anymore, so I think we'll get more. All right. Guys are loaded. We're cool. I like now I get notification that my Twitch is online. Even though I look over here and I say, oh, okay, I've been online for a while here. But, yeah. Now the computer's so slow. But, okay. So we are occupied. And, okay, give him a raid pass, yeah. Yeah, because that's right. That's the one I did. I did the raid, a Mewtwo raid this, around today. Okay, so. That seems to be good. We have finished that, so let's boot up. Well, since BlueStacks isn't booting up, I'll have to go to the Magic Engine. We'll boot that up. Alright, so let's turn that one off and let's switch over to this window over here. Okay, and we will begin. Let's see. Load state and oh no, was it this one? Okay, maybe not. Maybe I was no. I can't remember what slot did I save that game in. I don't think I saved it in that one. Let's see, reset. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it's not state one. Let's boot it up again. Okay. Loading up. I hate how Twitch always fills your thing full of ads. But you know, that's how they make their money. So what can you do, right? So now let's see if I can do load state 7. I do believe was what it was. Now, we'll carry on where we left off. We were at level. This is Langrisser for the PC engine. We were doing level 14. And we're halfway through level 14. Again, what has happened here is that we have all the wolves coming in to attack the city here, and they have made it into the city, and all the girls have run into the church here, and basically so they're hiding in here, while the wolves have basically managed to make it all the way to the front door. They have they basically killed all the bishop guard guys. Or the monk guard guys, and they're all right here. That's all that's left. So that's all who's holding the fort. We kind of arrived late on the scene, so I'm going to try to, dispatch them from behind. They're hawking over here, trying to take care of some of the, try to, kind of act as a diversion. Maybe try to get another. Again, he's pretty close to a level, so hopefully I'll be able to collect a few more experience points and give him the level up. Alright, so let's see what we can do. Alright, so since time of the essence, because I've kind of screwed up here, I'm gonna have to, basically go in and see if I can, have an immediate effect here. So, Layden has to be effective because. There you go. So I managed to clear out one squad of guys and basically free up the commander of the protection guys, and he's only got one troop left. So again, he's way too far that I can't get reinforcements to him easily enough. Right now, what I can do with Chris though is I can swing around and build sort of a buffer barrier here while I so I'm going to build basically a 2x2 wall, right here, so that basically that will keep the wolves from like these wolves here from coming in and disturbing the scene. Hopefully this will give me a chance to then move next turn, move him right into this slot here, and then that way once he's plugged up that slot, then the other guys can be free to take their time and finish off the rest of the wolves, and then collect up the experience points from those guys, because so without that I don't have the luxury of time. Okay, so Jessica is now out here, so with her I can take her, cast attack on her forces. So yeah, I can take these guys and move them out like that far only. But if I leave like that, that should be enough to. And this is Chris's. And that's basically all that she can do. Hawking over here is still assembling all his forces, but I can now move him forward to engage those guys. Now, he has, let's see if he's got any spells first. Actually, he's got heal and he's got shield. Okay, so that's not too bad. Let's take Hawking here. Now he can move right up against these guys, so maybe that's what we'll do. I'll attack him head on. Oh yeah, so yeah, he can, yeah. Well, I mean, he's got the double axe, so I mean, he you know, he's got an attack of 34, and these guys only have a defense of 20, so you know, he's just gonna rip right through these guys. But let's see if the archers can do anything here. Let's move further back. Let's not use the close guys. Let's use the farther away guys. Okay, he can't reach. So only these guys can probably reach. Yeah. They're about even. The archers aren't immensely more powerful than his, but you know, they're close. Let's see. He's still level 8. So he's got to gain a few more experience points. And that's probably as far as I can get, probably. I can do one more attack on this guy right here. Oh, almost took him out. Okay, very close. Alright, so that's all I can do for this turn. And enter, and end my turn. Okay. Let's see, while I'm doing that. Let's pull it up. Here, good. Okay. Well, fortunately, the girls are. They've got healers on them, so hopefully they can heal and hit shield on those guys. So they're holding out. Okay. Good. So I managed to pull the wolf commander over to attack Jessica. So that's good. Now Jessica can go get some experience points from attacking those guys. The wolves are still hovering around those guys, but at least from the looks of it, they've managed to hold the door. So that's good. And the reinforcements are now going after Hawking, which is perfect. So yes, we had a rocky start on this level, but now that things are starting to calm down, I think we've now kind of seized control of the situation. Okay. Next phase. All right. So the important thing is right now is I've got to get a unit, let's say laden, to this hex right here, because this is the entrance to the to the church. Because you know I can't trust these guys to stay alive that long. So let's use laden again. Hurry up and maybe take out this guy right here. Take him out. Use this 10 unit here. I'll take the wolf out behind him. There. That should allow me access to that doorway. So I'll use this guy to hold the doorway. If it blocks this hex, I will take him out. And that'll work fine. Chris is almost there, so let's move her forward. Maybe she can start engaging these guys here. Maybe I can do that. She's pretty close. Because now I know that the rest of her forces are Jessica are attacking Jessica's forces, right? So those wolves are going that way. So I don't have to worry about them. Let's see, can I do anything with this guy? He can just reach. Let's see if we can do anything with those guys. Yeah, again, they're about even. So without any attack those guys are pretty much head on head even. All right. So these guys are now approaching my attack radius. I'm going to use Jessica again. Hit attack. And let's clobber this 7 unit first. Ding. Oh. Should I take out the boss? Oh, maybe I'll cut him down a little bit. How's that? I don't think I'll kill him. No, I cut him down. I can try to take that guy up there. It's hard to do because he's out of range, so it might be hard to kill him. No, I'm not doing any damage to him when he's out of range. Alright, that's about all I can do with this guy. Okay, so those are all done. Hawking. He's down here. Okay, so we got this guy here down to 1. And we got some guys down here which are down to 4. So they basically, tried to surround Hawking here. So let's see if what we can do here. Try to get some kills. And try to get my guys healed up. So let's move this 10 unit over here. And let's take out this 5 unit. Done. Let's take this 8 unit over here. Move him back over here to take out the 1. So he's gonna get healed. This guy's a 3 and he needs to be healed. So let's move this 10 unit here out, and we'll take out the 4. There we go. So now I've got an empty healing spot, so let's move the 3 back to that healing spot. Let's see. We have a 7 and an 8 left. This 8 should be able to take out this 4. And the 7 we'll have to hold in position. Yeah, we'll just hold him here. Well, I don't have to hold him, but can I swing him? Let's see, what's his range? Oh no, he can reach this one. So take him over here to the 5. Try to take out the 5. Blast all these guys. Wink. There we go. All right, my turn. Alright, so again, for the people that have joined the stream on the late side, welcome to the stream. We're right now playing Langrisser for the PC Engine on the one side here. And we've managed to take back control, I guess, of the game here. It's went kind of sideways at the beginning, but I think we're regaining control here. On the other side here, a quick little up, spinning away, getting my free stuff here. Okay. Oh, my bag's full. Yeah, that's what happens to these raids. I've also got Langrisser Mobile here. One thing I haven't done is I haven't done my guild wars yet, so I'm going to basically quickly do a quick setup here. Solo attack. It's a princess. It's on very hard, level 45. It's a princess buff. So let's quickly build a quick team with Chef. We'll put Freya and Sherry, and that's probably all I need to finish this level. So I'll just fill out the rest with Liffany, and that's probably all I need. So I'll just fill it with some filler here. I leveled everybody up to at least level 49. So I mean, I can I can use just about anybody. Let's just put Liardo and Dios in here, and that should be enough to complete the level, or pretty far anyway. Attack and go to auto. Okay. So I'll take care of that for a bit. Okay. So Langrisser is back to that. So let's flip the screen back here. Okay. So the command always out of range to last for a little bit, but now I think it's time to we have to get rid of him now. So okay, Lid, step forward, and I'm gonna get rid of you. All right, so that gets rid of the wolves. Okay, so take care of him. All right. So now the girls will be safe. Let's take my injured unit and quickly do a regrouping there. Chris should probably head our way over down here to maybe get some kills and stuff for herself on these guys here. So let's move her along, because now we don't have to worry about those guys. We can now start taking care of these guys here. I don't think I can get any more. No, this is a very narrow. Yeah, it's a narrow passage between these two buildings, so I can only put one unit across there. Okay. Looks like Hawking's got a whole bunch of his archers killed as they're collapsing in on him. Nope, couldn't kill him. Oh, what? He's still in range. Not very lucky with the RNG. We'll put this guy close to him. Not that he'll last, but best he can do. All right, so that's done. Now let's go out and see what Jessica's doing. Honey, 9 o'clock. Okay, there's them up. There we go. As I said, 9 o'clock alarm. It's Trevor's bedtime. So upstairs he goes. I'm sure he's probably interested in watching what the streams and what streamers and gamers do, but nope. Time for him to go to bed. All right. What have we got here? We have got these guys. All right. I really need to move ahead one hex, because that guy didn't move at all. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move ahead hex. And then I'm gonna regroup these guys around. Yeah, just enough to kill him. No, I probably don't have enough to kill this guy, but I can try. See what happens. Nope. Okay, so this gives me a good opportunity to heal up some troops. I'll throw attack, and then we'll try again next turn. There we go. Throw away some extra Pokeballs. Throw away all those extra potions. You know, there was a time in the game where, potions in Pokemon Go were actually important and and useful. But when you start accumulating all the best stuff, like max potions and max revives, then even things like revives don't even matter anymore. And because he's as one of the sub characters. He has 3 class changes, so he went from fighter to lord to high lord. Okay, and so bingo, good. He's now gained his level. And that's good because it's now Tyler's did his class level up. Now Hawking's done his level up. So yeah, maybe I'll work on Earhart, and soon as I guess the other one I probably need to work on. He's a bit slower, but you know. It's okay. We'll get them up. You know, again, you know, since you sort of got to think about how many levels you've got left in this game, you got to think of where your experience points are going to come from and who's going to be making them. Okay, so now we're getting down to the point where should I be concentrating on, because now he shouldn't be getting more experience points, or I shouldn't be giving, for example, Layden here, I shouldn't be giving him any more experience points. He's up to level 7, you know, and when he hits, you know, level 9 or whatever, he's not going up another, you know, to his next class, right? Because he's already at hero, he's already at the max. So I'm just gonna park this guy right here at the entrance. Not that the wolves are ever going to get through or anything. Just, you know, just keep him out of the way. He doesn't need experience points. Now, Hawking here has now lost all his archers. I don't need him here to do anything more. I don't like he doesn't need to kill any more guys. Okay, because that's not good. He now has an attack of 38. Okay, so that's pretty high because, you know, again, because he's got the double axe, right? So, you know, that's a +8 plus. That's a +8 -2, right? So normally his attack is 30. So, you know, 38 is pretty high for attack. Yeah, and he's also probably got some different spells too. So let's put Hawking spells here. So now he has Thunder, Heal, Shield, and Zone. So he basically gets the Thunder that normally Lance has. So now he also has that as an additional spell. But I can leave him alone. So we got Chris coming down the path here. So unfortunately, the problem is that this is a very narrow path, and you know, she might not be able to get anywhere going this way. But let's try to, you know, skim her some experience points whenever I can. Maybe I can go through this hole in the building and then come out the other side over here. Yeah. Uh-oh. That was a bad move. I just got killed. Should I leave that or should I restore it? See, here's another example of damn, I should have saved the game. Let's see. We have 2 squads of guys left. We have Jessica still left over here. Jessica's about to gain a level. Sure, I'll leave it. But at level 14, that's still 5 levels to basically give Chris some experience points. So, it's not a huge risk, but you know, let's go for that. Okay. But yeah, that probably would have been, you know, a fairly good opportunity for her to gain some more experience points. But for now, let's just go with it. All right, let's just wing it. Okay, attack is doing well. Yeah, playing the game pretty you know easily here. Oh, okay, there you go. Got him down. All right, that's the way we want. All right, so he's down. Now we can start moving her over. We'll start getting them to engage these guys over here. Now, Hawking is over here. He really can't do anything anyway. I don't want him to do anything because, you know, he's level 1, but he's a High Lord. But High Lord is the last class change that he can do. So, you know, no point making him higher level because, if, you know, it's just a waste of experience points, right? So what I'll do for him is I'll just go rest. Yeah, just heal, and then that's it. Enter and my turn. Okay. Meanwhile, while I do that, I will set up the next wave here. What I need is someone like Vargas, a tank. Protect Leanna and so Leiden's already a tank. That's okay. Yeah. So this is my worry, is that now he's so strong, he is killing all the guys, or the guys are like suiciding themselves on him, and as a result, he's stealing away all the experience points. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make him run towards Jessica. Let's try to get him away here. Run away. And Jessica, try to get her over here as fast as she can. And then maybe, you know, with a little bit of luck, we can. Okay, as you can tell that you know, even with the AI the way it is, it's not. Oh yes, right. Those guys are still fighting, and of course all the little girls doing their thing there. So okay, so while we're waiting for that to do, I am going to get something to drink before my voice totally cracks up. Be right back. Okay. Alright. Okay, so as a result of running away, the wolves have decided, okay, let's go and try to attack Layden again. That's not exactly what I wanted them to do. At least one squad has gone over and tried to chase Hawking, which is fine. So I'm going to continue running with him this way. The commander is down to only one, so he's not going to chase me. He's gonna heal, which is fine. I'm going to get Jessica over as fast as I can. Heal these guys while I'm at it. Right. And while Layden is here, I'm gonna back. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to get Layden back him up into the room. Like this. I want to put the Griffin. Oops. I wanted to put the Griffin right here, but I can't. Because this guy's standing in the way. Reason is because I don't want them to come in and start killing themselves on me, so I might have screwed that up. But, okay, we'll leave it at that. Maybe I can correct the next turn. Alright. So again, I'd like to welcome all the new people on the YouTube and on the Twitch streams. Okay, so I'm simultaneously streaming this both on the YouTube side and on the Twitch side. Again, if anyone is on the Twitch side, your messages and stuff will show up in the box directly below right here. So if those people on YouTube, if you like, to join the chat or to say little comments or whatever, by all means, go over to Twitch and make the switch to Twitch, as they say. Okay. All right. So the guy kind of did what I sort of wanted or didn't want. He managed to kill that stupid Griffin that was out there, which is fine. It doesn't matter. This guy is still holding up very, very well, which is fine. And this guy has made it to the door, but he knows enough not to attack me, so that's fine. That's all I need to worry about him. He can hold his own. Now these guys are now over here. My Jessica is just about in range, so I can use her. I am going to use Hawking here. He will take a rest. Okay. We'll start positioning her for the next turn attack. Again, they're not going to quite attack me because of the fact that the guy's down to 4 hit points, so he's not going to get too brave there. So I'm going to move this guy to the front of Jessica. I'll move these two to the other healing positions. Make sure they're healing up. And then I'll have a full 10 unit available next turn to take them on. Okay. Alright. We're almost done here. We're getting somewhere. We'll quickly swap cameras here just while it's going through and doing all those things here. Let's go back into the gym here. Spin and get some money. What? My items are still full. How did I fill up with stuff so quickly on this guy? What do we got here? Oh yes. Okay, this is my red guy. So red guy, I can remove all the stupid raspberries and nanberries. And I really don't need 173 pineapples. That's like delete like 70 of them. Oops. for all your information, I carry I usually carry 5 accounts for Pokemon Go, and they're all legitimate accounts. Okay, the story goes is that during the first summer of Pokemon Go, that was when everyone was really hyped up about it, and everything was really everyone was trying to jump onto the Pokemon Go bandwagon, right? So everyone in the right mind is kind of going, yeah, we need to do this, and we need to get all this stuff for that. So one of the promos that happened was that the P&E, okay, the Pacific National Exhibition. So I guess for some of you people who are not familiar with that, that'd be like the equivalent of a like a state fair, okay. Where they have amusement rides and carnival games, and of course they usually have like famous concerts and that kind of stuff and whatnot. So we have something like that. The P&E had a promo where if you'd played Pokemon Go, you got the opportunity to go into the fair for free. So basically, so in order for me to take my family all to go in there, I had to make accounts for everyone in the family so that we can all go into the P&E for free, right? So we can get them all loaded on the devices and go in for free. So that's basically when I we made and created 5 accounts for that. But the problem is, of course, only just me and my son really played. So the other kind of accounts went by the wayside. So therefore, they sat for a while, and then of course that's when they evolved the whole gym combat system. That's when I brought those other accounts back into the fold and started using it, and then that's basically how we're playing it here. So anyway, that's just so yeah. And if you're wondering what the accounts are, I carry 4 blue and 1 red. Okay, just oops. Okay, this one's not it. Okay, stand outside. Maybe just stand outside that. Okay, let's go switch the monitors again. Ding. Okay. Oops. Perfect. Okay. So the guard here. Come on, Coco Monida, Baldia. Ojo, the king, or Baldia's king. And, so I was like, oh, sorry. And so the wolves finally got to the stupid guy. And so now, all right. So now, what I want to do is I want to move Layden out of the way. So move him 1x over. I want to take my Griffin unit and sit him in the doorway. Okay, so that way the guys won't kill themselves on trying to attack Layden. All right, so down here, these guys are virtually ready to go here. So let's see. I'm going to use the attack spell. And then let's see how well I can do against these guys now. Because now they've had enough time to heal back to like full strength. Oops. Not so good. And I'm going to be out of range. Yeah, I can't attack that other wolf because I'm going to be out of range, so I'm going to have to wait. This guy, Hawking, let's rest. Get him back up to full strength. And okay. So yeah, this level gets a little tedious now because there's all these girls that are always constantly healing, because they don't actually do anything in this wave. So let's swap back here. So it is 9:23. Langrisser mobile resets at 10 o'clock. So basically, I want to quickly hurry up and set this guild war up and basically run some experience points. Okay. Again, on this particular level, it's just a matter of just taking some of the more powerful characters that I have, and just basically run them in the game, and just try to get some experience points from them. And let's see how well. Let's see, I got one healer. I don't really have a tank in there. Maybe I'll throw Vargas instead of him. And that should probably give enough shield protection for Lana, so go. And I'm going to go to auto, just to see how far they can kill. And yeah, basically just get some experience points out of it. You get like 16 points for every kill. So, you have to get some guild points before it hits reset. Reset again occurs in about 30 minutes. Okay. So let's spin these here. Just hurry up and get that. Oops. And let's see if we get some experience points from him. Okay, good. Alright. And then that gives me enough time for them to finish this one. And we can see what we got here. Okay, so as I commented, they have the doorway is held, so I'm gonna move that guy back out, put Layden right behind him so he can continue healing him, and they're good. Now over here, yes, so the wolf has moved the injured unit behind him to try to hopefully heal him, and then this one's moved forward. I want to again. Okay, I want to again throw out attack. See, one of the things you can't do in this game is you can't move and attack, right? Or cast a spell. So, alright. Take this guy forward. Let's see if I can take this guy out. Yes, I can. Alright. Now this guy can now move forward. And okay. Let's hope I don't kill him. He's got an attack of 30, defense of 24, so he's gonna do some good damage. Has potential to kill him, but I hope he won't. Oh, oops. We'll move up there with Jessica and try to get a few more kills off of that one, and then. We'll be checking my feeds here. Okay. Just checking out the feed to make sure that Twitch is still online and Google's still working, or YouTube's still working. So everything's online. That's how we want it. Okay. Last Wolfpack. Okay, so with these guys now, with the game sort of more or less fully in control, let's try to now give at least the last little bit of experience points to Jessica. She is level 9, so she's on the verge of a level up. So we just need to give her some more experience points. So to give her last level. Now she only got like 3 guys left, so there might not be a lot we can do with it, but we can try. And we still got Hawking here, so maybe what we do is speed up the process a little bit, and we'll cast a heal 1 here, and that way we get a little bit of spells here. Okay, and end my turn. And everybody move again. Oh, what the hell? Sometimes the computer's really, really stupid. Why did it put the freaking Griffin all the way back there? Computer's stupid. Anyway. I guess it's not unusual. We've had situations where the AI does some pretty strange things. I'd have to say, right? So let's move these two. No, not him. Him. Oh, okay. Okay, so the commander and that guy are together. Okay. Let's have you heal him. Let's get on our way up there. We're still healing this guy, so let's make sure he follows right behind him. And let's move Hawking up. Maybe up this way. Okay, moving forward here. Going through all the little girls. Spinning the gyms here. I guess that's one convenient thing of it when you're playing stuff like this, when it's all turn-based and that kind of stuff. So once you finish doing your thing, you can switch over, and spin my gym and get all the supplies and that kind of stuff for that. Do my phase, and then basically, if the timing turns right, it's about 5 minutes, and then everything resets, and then you can do it again, and just keep doing this over and over again. And theoretically, you can spin the gym like 10 to 15, 10, 12 times basically every hour. So that's how you basically accumulate lots and lots of supplies. Alright, so Bladen, we'll leave him alone. Actually, you know what I'm going to do with Bladen? Bladen, what I'm going to do is, instead of changing him from shield command, I am going to change him to do nothing, okay, or manual. It's called manual. So he'll stay in one spot. Well, okay, Jessica. Move forward. Hawking, move forward. Enter. Okay. So we're gonna get up there fast as we can, and we'll see if we can deal with those last couple guys. I mean, the boss doesn't matter. I can smack him with Laden, and that would be all. He'd be gone pretty quick. Well, what is the guy gonna do? Nothing. Shuffling troops around. Right? Nothing. Okay. Let's see if she's in range. She's just in range of that 8th unit right there. So I'm going to cast. Our same strategy right now is attack. Herself. I can hit him. Hit this guy with one right there, like this. Bink. Thank you. And then I'll move her a little closer next. Okay. The next guy. I can hit the next guy too. Well, no. Oh, he's out of range. He can reach there, but he's out of range. That's why. Okay. That's not good. So. No, let's not move him too close. Let's move him closer, but not that close. Because I don't want those guys coming down and suiciding themselves on Hawking. I want them to attack Jessica. Ideally speaking. Okay. the boss comes out, which is not good because now he's on the wrong side of Jessica. So I'm gonna have to reposition Jessica. And I'm gonna reposition Hawking to protect this unit right here. And Jessica's good. Okay. Let's try that. I'm going to save my state in state 8. Here. Uh-oh. That stupid guy attacked Jessica. Okay. That was my main worry. The boss came out and attacked Jessica directly. Oh well. So much for trying to give experience points to Jessica. We'll just have to just take care of these guys now. End the level. Okay. There you go. Okay. We have saved the little girls. It's Socialiden Sabah. Okay. Bozold. So basically, thank you, Layden, the king of or King Layden. He doesn't know anything about Bozol, and it's like, this is the rise of the evil because of they're basically the change and shift of ever since the resurrection of the Langrisser. Okay, so we managed to do a complete kill. Not many of the those are the players things that we've got there. So all the 8 of the girls. So we only lost 1 girl unit. So we got credit for those. And we have finished the level with lots of money too. So there we go. And we will save this in slot 10 here. Dink. Saved. Perfect. All right. That worked out pretty well. That really did work out pretty well. Slow attack. So okay. So we're still about 15 minutes before reset on the Langrisser mobile. So I'm gonna quickly do a couple more things up before reset, and then we'll tie it all up here. I should probably start another level, because then that way it'll be hard to edit and make it so that this stream should be for the second half of level 14 before I go to 15, because then if I start doing 15 then I'll get extra. So what I should do is I should probably start level 15 tomorrow and produce that as a new stream. Okay, so I am going to just kind of finish off the rest of the stream by doing some Langrisser mobile and a little bit of Pokemon Go here. So I'll just kind of switch this camera. Switch the Magic Engine window out right now. Switch on to the chat window here. So again, I'm basically finishing off the last little streams here before reset, because it's important that you make use of all your supplies and that kind of stuff the best as you can, right? So we to collect things from Pokemon Go while these streams are going on. Now, for a lot of people who play all these various different kind of games and kind of stuff, it's I don't know how some people do where they try to keep track of how many games that they do at once. Okay, sometimes it's you can do 1 or 2 games. Here I am trying to manage doing 3 games at once. Obviously I'm doing this Langrisser for the stream, so which one do you play? Do you play them all? Do you keep track of one and not the other? I mean, for example, I know Pokemon Go, I am falling behind on this one a little bit because of the fact that I should be trying to evolve and do all my guys and that kind of stuff for the decks and that kind of stuff, for example, because now that there's this new new Generation 5 coming out, you want to basically be able to have all your stuff ready to go for when the new Pokemon start entering in. So what do I number here? Oops, let's flip it around the other way so I can see them. So basically, what normally would happen is that you would have it so that you get most of your guys for a particular generation, or all the things that you've done completed, all the evolves and that kind of stuff would be done, so that what will happen is that if you need to have anybody prepared, to crossover generations, that kind of stuff, then you would level them up, you'd keep them together or whatever, at least long enough that when Generation 5 comes out, you can then evolve them, and then you can make all the guys that you need for that particular thing. For example, in Generation 4, you needed 2 different EVs so that you can make the Leafeon and the Glaceon, right? So you got to make sure you get that, or you got to make sure that you have your to make a Magmazone, you got to make sure you have a Magmatite, and you got to make sure you evolve him into the Magnazone. Okay, and looks like I'm starting to run out of guys to finish this level here. 45, so we got 15 more minutes. So let's do another run. Basically, I'm just running all my scrubs and useless guys through the level 48 of this maze. I've got everyone up to at least 49, but I mean, generally speaking, when they're non-specialized, you haven't got all the quests and stuff done up on them. They're probably about 5 levels below what they really should be. So, I can probably trust them to do level 45, but with a little bit and get some points out of that. But other than that, they're probably not. They're probably not doing anything really. So okay. So yeah, this is and if I hit the radar here, there's nothing. None of the new guys are on there, but they are starting to appear, and when that happens, then I've got to start being able to start adding those things in. They've upgraded the Pokédex size, so now at least I can continue getting more of those guys in there. Keep spending a little bit to increase the size of the bag. Okay, just delete Murkrow for random experience points here. But it's just that I'm kind of in that sort of retirement phase for Pokemon Go, where I'll just because the gym's outside, sure, I'll play it. I'll collect resources. I'll fight the gym and that kind of stuff. If a raid comes up, sure, I'll do that. But I'm not gonna kill myself trying to do community days, and all these trying to go crazy over those stupid Spindia quests and that kind of stuff. Um, the I guess you can say, you know, even though it worked sort of in my advantage sometimes, but it didn't. But one of the biggest turnoffs for me in Pokemon Go is they totally devalue the rarity and the so shall we say the specialty of the Pokemon that are in your decks, right? Because there was a time where, for example, Rayquaza was what was hard to get because for us, Rayquaza was the raid boss in December, and December, of course, is when it in that particular year it actually snowed. Okay, so in Vancouver, we're not used to snow and that kind of stuff. So who the hell wants to go out in the snow to do raids and that kind of stuff? But I remember, I'm trudging around. I remember one raid. It was in the middle of Trout Lake Community Park. Okay, and so it's a good 5-10 minute walking into a park, okay, to get to this to get to the gym where the raid is, and it snowed. So I mean, it's got like a couple inches of snow on the ground, and you basically I had to wander through all that snow and crap to get there. There's nobody else there, so I mean, so I had to do the raid with like 4 devices at that time, and so it was a tough slog, but I managed to do it. And I collected up. I remember that I got that that particular Rayquaza, and so that at that time was special because no one had Rayquazas. Very few people could get them because of the fact that now the time to get them was over. But then of course now they've released it again, and so more people were able to get them then, and now they spent like I guess they had no better idea this month. They couldn't have released some of the another legendary out of Gen 4, but no, let's do the entire month of Rayquaza again. So all these people are able to get Rayquazas again, and nobody cares, right? So what you just did in the past now is pretty much negated or made worthless. Okay, and they've done and Pokemon Go has this constant devaluing of these Pokemon just under the guise that everybody should have a chance. So even if the new players that are playing are having a chance, so they're doing the things where on the 7-day quest, like, okay, in case you missed all the dogs, we're gonna re-release all the dogs in the 7-day quest. So like everybody now can have a chance at the Entei, the Suicune and all that kind of stuff in case you missed it the first time. I mean, like I said, when Suicune first came out, my record was on Suicune was just absolutely ridiculous. I think I was, if I remember right, I was 21 for 21. Okay, so I caught my first 21 Suicunes like off the bat, straight, bing, 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 everyone, bam. I did not let any one of those escape, and I let my 20 seconds all one escape or something like that. But then I think my record by the time it ended or stopped keeping track was I think I was 27 and 31. I think I was at that time. Before I stopped keeping track. But I mean, yeah. So Suicune was really good for me. Not that it was very good Pokemon, but I mean, I had a lot of them where they were all hidden power was the initial attack. So I mean, to me that was pretty good. But yeah. So now they of course have released it again. So now all the ones that I've collected and all that kind of stuff, are not kind of made kind of more worthless. And then the same thing with Mewtwo, right? Like Mewtwo was the first EX raid, and that was the big rare thing that the only way you can get it is you have to do an EX raid. So they did that. They took it away and they changed it to some other thing for EX raids. And then for a month they said, oh, let's bring it back so all these new people can try again. That so that's like, okay, fine. So for all those people who did the first time, to get all the Mewtwo's and that kind of stuff, now again are like, yeah, screw you guys, we're gonna release it again. And now, of course, now that we're changing from Generation 4 to Generation 5, it's like, hey guys, let's do Mewtwo again. And then it's like, great, whatever. And it's like, oh, no, don't worry about it, guys. We're going to give you a shiny Mewtwo. Oh. Again. And this is what they do, because they did that with Rayquaza. It's like, guys, we're going to do like Rayquaza for a month, guys. But this time, you can get a chance of a shiny Mewtwo. A shiny Rayquaza. And it's the same thing with shiny Kyogre, shiny Latias, and shiny Latios, and shiny Groudon, and on and on and on and on and on, right? And that's kind of a really annoying thing for Pokemon Go. So that's why I'm gonna pretty well much stay in retirement mode, like semi-retirement mode, and just kind of ride out the wave of Pokemon Go. Even though they got Generation 5 going up, I'm not gonna buy into the hype and that kind of stuff and let it roll out. Meanwhile, I'm gonna continue playing Langrisser. I'm about halfway done. I wouldn't say halfway done. I shouldn't really say that. Let's see. The first 12 characters here are done, and I'm on. Who am I on right now? I am on Chris, I think, right? Chris. So first 12, 15. So basically, because Chris, I do believe, still needs. Yeah, she's almost finished. She's on her last mastery. So, so basically, my first 15 characters, top 15 characters I've got, are now fully mastered, level 60, fully mastered. So they're basically ready to go. And let's see, what do you got? That's 1, 2, so that's 3. That's 3. That's 45. That's 60. Yeah, 60. So I've done the first 15. So I'm 25% of the way there. Okay, of leveling up my characters. And basically that's my that's my goal. And I'll probably make an episode, dealing with how you sort of go and sort of what the strategy is to go once you get past the level 30 hump. You're gonna be doing grinding and that kind of stuff, and then there'll be a point where you basically reach level 60. What do you sort of do when you're sort of level 60? Well, you gotta although your team level is level 60, now you got to get your characters up to level 60 and get them powered up and done the way basically try to make them the best that they can by maxing out all the things that you can put into and have an effect on that character, and then boost those all up. But you kind of want to do it in a certain way, because the resources needed to do that you need to have set up and ready to go, okay? Because otherwise then you're going to need to spend a lot of money or spend a lot of time trying to get those and unlock all those resources, okay? And again, it works hand in hand, because your characters aren't strong enough to get to those levels. Well, how do you get to those levels? Well, you have to go to those levels to get the resources needed to level them up. So it's kind of one and the other, but it's not exactly like that. I mean, it feels like that, okay, but it's not exactly like that. It's shifted just a little bit, but not just a little bit, but not that far that it's obvious, okay, where the resources that you need, the resources that you need to bring the characters up is just a little bit below where the resources that to level up the characters to that level where you need to get to the resources is just a little bit lower. So the difference is subtle, and you know, sometimes you can't really spot it all that easily or that well. But once you do, it becomes very, very easy. And then once you get up to, you know, to these higher up levels and that kind of stuff, and now you're not concentrating on you know, trying to level up your troops, not concentrating on the getting, you know, trying to get lots of you know, for example, certain types of you know, scrolls, or you know, banners, or you know, crests and that kind of stuff, because you know, because you've unlocked all that, you no longer have to think about that. You don't have to concentrate on that part of the grinding. You can now refocus and redirect all your efforts in a different way, and that's what you'll find. You'll start having not to worry about little things that you've been grinding and doing all this time. Instead, you've been now refocusing on grinding a different way and for a different purpose. Okay, so that's how the game sort of changes, and that's you know, again, that if you're playing Langrisser mobile and you came in playing the game a certain way, for example, how I'm playing Langrisser on the PC Engine, right? It's a lot of story. It's story driven. You're completing levels. You're completing that kind of stuff. You're powering up your characters, and that kind of stuff. Okay, but you're doing it that way, and you know, as long as you keep on, you know, completing levels, you're progressing along with the story. You know, your characters are growing with the story. You know, that's that whole entire concept. But when you start hitting level 60, or when the story gets, you know, slowed down and bogged down, you gotta change your focus. You gotta, you know, redirect what you're doing in the game, and that's probably what makes the game somewhat a little interesting, and maybe a little bit hard for some people to kind of grasp that, you know, there's multiple different kind of functions that you have to do within the game. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just about to hit reset. You know, the stream is getting to at a nice length here, which is really good. So I am going to cut the stream here today because we're doing really, really good. Yeah, we're at about an hour and 30 minutes, which is really good because, again, I want to make sure I'm under the 2 hour limit here, because that makes the stream on the YouTube much easier. Okay, so thank you for joining me with the stream today. Thank you, Chad, for joining in. That's great. Happy birthday there, Jacqueline, again. It's always nice to celebrate another birthday, celebrate another anniversary, because you know, that's how that's what we live for. Okay, so live life every day to its fullest, right? Okay, so I'm going to continue on with this stream and do other things tomorrow. Okay, about the same time, right? So just before the reset of Langrisser here. Reset should be happening very soon, so I'll be going back to my dailies, as it were, and maybe hope we'll do a few more guild wars. Finish my thing there. Okay. Wish I would have been able to show you, but unfortunately, as BlueStacks is really, really unstable on the Mac when you're running multiple things. Okay, so maybe I'll have to find a different way to do that. Maybe do it off the tablet or something. Who knows? Okay, so again, I'm gonna do some more work on get that edit that episode of the history of fan anime. So again, if you're on YouTube, definitely subscribe to my channel and make sure that you can catch that episode. My next episode, again, some of those games that we looked at a couple days ago for the PC Engine. Yeah, I'm gonna basically put that together into an episode for you, and I'm also gonna do a special unboxing episode. So again, things to look forward for this week. All right, so have a good evening, and again, have a good rest. Get some good rest. Don't go to sleep too late. Have a good day tomorrow, and then you know where to come back. Come back here, and then join me again for tomorrow's screen, where then I'll hopefully begin episode 15 for Langrisser for the PC Engine, and hopefully I'll get a little bit farther. I mean, I can't be that far with Jessica. She's level 9 already, so I'm gonna be able to get her to her next class, next level, and then Chris. Hopefully, she's got a little, she's almost there. She's got a little way to go, but get her to level up the next one as well, and get out there on their way, because we're starting to run out of levels where they're can, where I can slow the pace of the game down enough that they can, really work on getting some experience points. Because when I start running out of, turns and running out of levels, then it's gonna be kind of tough. Again, again, we're getting to a point where most of the guys are at their last class changes. So, if you, the best way I think about it is it's sort of like when you play Langrisser 1 for like the Sage Genesis or that kind of stuff, and you have this very powerful character, Volkov with you, but you just can't run and kill everybody using Volkov because you still have to give experience points for your main character Layden, right? You want Layden to do the kills. I mean, he's slow, and he doesn't have enough power. It requires multiple hits to actually do kills and that kind of stuff. But that's what you have to do to level him up. So now we're in that same situation where all your characters are getting to be like Volkov, and you want to get Jessica and Chris all the experience points because they need that for to do their class change. And again, because we're playing the PC Engine version. If you do the path correctly, both Chris and Jessica have 4 class changes that they can do. So, or 4 classes that they can that they can hit along their path of classes. Okay, so a little bit tougher, right? So, anyway, hopefully catch you guys tomorrow, and until then, right? Like to say in the last episode of Heavy Metal Elgime, right there and there, they'll say, "See you again." All right, have a good night.